Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to do another review for a product I bought. I'd probably say like 2 months ago, maybe. I bought it because obviously it was on sale, and I had bought the AirPods without the little piece and stuff like that. I don't know what they did with the newer brand, like the newer version of it, but it didn't fit my ear, and it was always like, you know, kind of like it felt like it was gonna fall off and stuff like that. Like the first version and the second version I think was good, but when they started coming up with like the newer version, I had to return those back. So I was like, let me get these, because these at least you get certain things you don't get with the $100 AirPods, right? So I bought these because they were on sale. It was the same price as the AirPods. Now, I bought these because I really like it actually. The see-through stuff is very nostalgic from like, the early 2000s, with the Game Boy Colors and stuff like that. Maybe even like, like mid 2000s or whatever. I'm not sure, which was like the Game Boy Color and stuff like that. Even before that, because you had the Nintendo 64, which I was very like young and stuff like that. Now, durability, like how long they last a really long time, because sometimes I'm just there using it for 2-3 hours, and they last. The battery on the little headset thingy lasts really good. There's a lot of positive and some negative that I'm gonna get to real soon, but they fit real good. I also bought these because it has certain things that the AirPods that was like $100 didn't have. Like the AirPods that are $100 didn't have like the little charging cable. I had to buy one, which was pointless because I ended up returning it. This one has the charging thing, the cable. It doesn't have the piece, but it has a cable at least. And it comes with extra little rubber pieces, There was some other colors this was on sale for $100. There was other colors, but I prefer this one because it's like that nostalgic thing, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me this one. Now, battery's really good. Sound quality is really good. I have no problem, mostly in a sense, with this thing. I do have one problem that it irritates me all the time, that I feel like AirPods do a much better job. Sound quality is really good. The way it looks, obviously, aesthetics and stuff like that, it's amazing. I love that see-through stuff. I think companies should bring this back. The feel of it feels really good. I love that feeling where it's not slippery, where it feels like it's a matte feel to it. It's not a shiny, glossy feeling where it's slippery and stuff like that. It is a little bit slippery, but yeah, it's not, you know what I mean. But I have one horrible thing about this. I love JBL. I think JBL is probably the best. AirPods, they're very reliable. AirPods are very reliable, but what they did with the new version, without the little rubber pieces, is ass. Those are ass. Do not buy those. You're gonna return those, so it's pointless. Just save your money. Would I recommend this to people? The negative about this, I'm gonna talk about it in a few seconds, but I want to, I want to say something about this, because there is a problem that it always happens with this. Would I recommend it? 50-50. It's only $100, so I mean, if you can deal with all the time getting disconnected, like I'll have it on, and randomly it'll just disconnect, and then it'll reconnect again. And if I'm using it for like 3 hours, it'll happen like 3 or 4 times. which I'm like, why does this happen? There's no reason for this to be doing that. Like, that's why I like AirPods. I never had that problem where it just disconnects randomly, right? But if you don't mind that, once, here and there that happening, then yes, get it. If you're a person that does not want to be dealing with that crap all the time, here and there, disconnected, and then you have to reconnect it again. Sometimes it takes trouble reconnecting this shit again. So it's like, Beats, get your stuff together. All right, fix that, because honestly, I don't understand why it does that. It's a good looking headset and everything, and it sounds really good. The quality is really good. The feel of it is really good. Just why does it disconnect all the time? Like, like I said, I'll be using it 3 or 4 hours, 3 hours, and it just disconnects. Why does it do that? Why? Randomly. So, I recommend it. I mean, if they fix that, then fine. I recommend it for anybody because it sounds really good. Oh, another thing. If you're gonna be talking kind of low, this is why I love AirPods. I've always had AirPods. If you're gonna be talking to someone and you're gonna be talking a little bit low, not too high, because you're in some place, like in the library or something like that, do not get these at all. I'm sorry. Don't get them, because they are not gonna hear you, and they're always gonna have trouble hearing you. Because the people that I talk to here and there, they be like, I can't hear you, talk a little bit louder, whenever I'm like in certain places that I can't be talking loud. So do not get these if your experience is like you need to be in certain areas, like a library or something like that. Don't get these. Save your money and get yourself a headset that will pick up your voice even if you're talking low. Noise cancellation is great on this. Not the best, but it's great. You have to talk loud on these. Not like screaming loud, but you have to project like your voice pretty good in order for people to hear you. So don't waste your money on these. If that's all they need to fix on. Sound quality sounds great. Aesthetics looks great. Everything else besides the disconnecting and you gotta talk loud, these are the two main problems of this. Other than that, if you're just gonna listen to music while you're wearing this here and there, perfect. Buy it. Maybe spend your money but just know that I've warned you of two stupid things that should be fixed and something that is $100. This should not be disconnecting. If it's $100, it should not be disconnecting here and there. And I should be able to speak not too loud here and there so people can hear me. But or just save your money and buy yourself something that's better, that's gonna give you much better quality and stuff like that. But that's pretty much my honest review. I love it, but I also hate it because there's stupid things that could be fixed for something like this. It was on sale for $100. I think it was like $150, and if it was actual price, $150 is not worth it at all. If it's always gonna be disconnecting, if I have to speak loud and stuff like that, it's not worth $150. I see why they brought the price down to $100. So get your stuff together. I would suggest to just get something that's more reliable, that you can speak low and people can still hear you. But this is my honest review. It looks amazing. I think this is where companies should at least go to test it out. Maybe people that never experienced this might like it. You know what I mean? I think it looks phenomenal. But looks ain't enough for the price. It has to be good quality. And you get good quality when you hear music and this and that. And you got horrible quality when it's always disconnecting and you got to speak loud because people can't hear you. Just letting you know. That's my honest review. And if you like it, if you got the money and you don't want to spend more for something that's much better, then if you're not going to use it, like I said, to call and stuff like that, then I would prefer you to save your money and get something better. But, you know, if you got the money for this and you don't want to be waiting anymore and you just wanted to like hear music, sounds amazing. Sounds really good. Very good. But like I said, there's a couple of things that needs to be fixed. And yeah, this is my honest review. Thank you, YouTube. And hope you like the review. I'll be bringing more reviews.